Recently, Tesla has been caught in a trade crossfire between the US and China, and it's not pretty. China happens to be Tesla's second biggest market, and these retaliatory tariffs are hitting them right where it hurts, their electric dreams. Stick around because we're about to break down exactly how this trade war could leave Tesla's stock in a ditch and Elon Musk sending out some very strongly worded tweets. So picture this, it's 2018, and the US decides to impose tariffs on billions of dollars worth of goods from China. Tariffs are basically taxes on imported goods. These tariffs were no joke, folks. We're talking about a 25% levy on a whole bunch of products, including electric vehicles. China retaliated with its own set of tariffs on US goods, and that's where things start to get really bumpy for Tesla. China is a big deal for Tesla. It's their second largest market after the US, but with these retaliatory tariffs in place, suddenly Tesla's cars got a whole lot more expensive for Chinese consumers. Imagine strolling into a Tesla showroom in Shanghai, ready to drop some serious yuan on a shiny new Model S, only to be hit with a price tag that makes your eyes water. Not ideal, right? And that, my friends, is why these retaliatory tariffs pose such a huge threat to Tesla's future in China. It's a classic case of being caught in the crossfire of a trade war. And as we all know, nobody wins in a trade war. Let's be honest, buying a Tesla isn't as simple as picking up a loaf of bread. So when China slapped hefty tariffs on US-made cars, it sent shockwaves through the Chinese auto market. Almost overnight, those sleek, cutting-edge Teslas became even more out of reach for the average Chinese consumer. Imagine this, you're a young professional in Beijing, finally ready to join the electric revolution with a brand new Tesla Model 3. You walk into the dealership, excited to make your dream a reality, only to find that the price has skyrocketed by tens of thousands of yuan, all thanks to those new tariffs. For Tesla, this is a serious challenge. Despite investing heavily in China, a significant portion of their sales still comes from US-imported models. With these imports now carrying a much higher price tag, it's becoming increasingly difficult for Tesla to compete with domestic EV makers that don't have to deal with the same tariff burden. Now, you might be thinking, but didn't Tesla build a massive factory in China? Shouldn't that protect them from all this? And you'd be right, partially. The Shanghai Gigafactory was meant to be Tesla's shield against tariff wars, allowing them to produce cars locally and avoid steep import taxes. But while the factory does offer some protection, it doesn't make Tesla immune to the Chinese government's policies. China wants foreign companies to rely more on local suppliers, boosting its own economy and job market. And here's the reality of car manufacturing, it's a global operation. Even Tesla, known for its innovation, depends on a complex web of suppliers to produce thousands of parts for each vehicle. Many of these parts, especially batteries and raw materials, come from China. So when the US imposed tariffs on Chinese goods, China retaliated with tariffs of its own, hitting key US exports, including auto parts. This has caused ripple effects even for Tesla's China-built models, higher costs for components, longer delivery times, and a whole new set of logistical challenges have added to the company's headaches. In short, the trade war isn't just about politics, it's actively reshaping the EV industry, and Tesla is caught right in the middle. You might think that with all this trade war drama, Tesla would at least get a break from fierce competition, but think again. Chinese EV giants like BYD, NIO, and Li Auto aren't just sitting back, they're surging ahead, ramping up production, and seizing market share. While Tesla wrestles with tariff troubles, these homegrown automakers have a serious edge. Unlike Tesla, they aren't burdened by steep import tariffs, and they have a deep understanding of local consumer preferences. Plus, their well-established relationships with suppliers and distributors give them an even greater competitive advantage. And here's the kicker, Chinese EVs aren't just cheaper. They're catching up fast in terms of features and technology, making them an increasingly attractive alternative to Tesla's offerings. So far, we've talked about how China's retaliatory tariffs have indirectly hurt Tesla. But what if China takes a more direct approach? Imagine a scenario where China rolls out new regulations specifically aimed at foreign EV makers. Suddenly, Tesla is trapped in a regulatory labyrinth, scrambling to keep up with constantly shifting rules. And let's not forget the generous government subsidies China hands out to its domestic EV brands. With the flick of a pen, China could tilt the playing field even further, using its regulatory and financial power to give homegrown companies an even bigger advantage. Now, let's talk about the real reason we're all here, the cold, hard numbers. Losing market share in China wouldn't just be a setback, it could be catastrophic for Tesla's global sales. A slowdown in China could trigger a domino effect, lower production, nervous investors, and a tumbling stock price. The stakes couldn't be higher, and Tesla is under immense pressure to navigate this trade war minefield without blowing up its entire business model. So what's next? Tesla is caught between a trade war hammer and a pack of hungry Chinese competitors. But this is Elon Musk we're talking about, the guy who literally launched a car into space just for fun. Surely he's got a plan, right? Here are 3 possible moves Tesla could make. Double down on local production. Expanding Gigafactory Shanghai's output could reduce Tesla's reliance on imported parts, making them less vulnerable to tariffs. The art of the deal. Could Musk leverage his influence to negotiate better trade terms with China? Stranger things have happened. If you can't beat them, join them. Tesla could explore strategic partnerships with Chinese automakers, sharing technology and resources to create a mutually beneficial alliance. Whatever happens next, one thing's for sure, this battle is far from over. Let's take a step back from the immediate chaos and look at the bigger picture. This trade war isn't just about tariffs or sales figures, it's about the future of the global automotive industry. China is on a mission to dominate the EV market, and Tesla is caught in the middle. Will Tesla weather the storm and maintain its stronghold in China, or will it be pushed to the sidelines, watching as homegrown competitors race ahead in the EV fast lane? The truth is, no one knows for sure. But one thing is certain, the outcome of this trade war will have massive implications, not just for Tesla, but for China, global markets, and the future of mobility itself. So there you have it, the story of Tesla, China, and a trade war that's shaking up the EV revolution. Tesla is up against some serious challenges, the kind that could make even the toughest CEO break a sweat. But let's not forget, this is Tesla, a company built on innovation, resilience, and the ability to defy expectations time and time again. The question is, can Tesla navigate these geopolitical minefields, outmaneuver its rivals, and come out stronger than ever? Or is this the moment where the music stops, the wheels come off, and everyone realizes that betting everything on a volatile market and a CEO who tweets like a caffeinated teenager might not have been the safest investment strategy? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe for more insights, and share this video to keep the conversation going. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay informed, stay curious, and maybe pour yourself a drink. I know I will.